Heri from Týr. For the last 20 years I've given a fair few guitar lessons, mostly in person, but in the recent years also on Skype. One aspect of the electric guitar that I see all beginner and many intermediate guitarists struggle with is an unclean tone caused by the background noise from the inactive strings. How to deal with that will be the subject of this video. But before I continue, let me just say that I was unable to find the time and circumstance to record the conversation I wanted to have with Gunnar and Terje, so that probably won't happen now that we won't be seeing Terje on a regular basis anymore. On my Facebook page I did request questions from you for Gunnar, and since he's hardly ever on social media, there's a lot of you who want to ask or tell him something. I'll make an interview with him at the earliest convenience. Anyways, back to today's subject. The active strings are the ones that you're playing intentionally at any given time. Obviously, during any song, most strings are inactive most of the time, unless you're strumming on an acoustic guitar. However, on an acoustic guitar, it is not that big of a problem because the sounds are relatively clean and the sound isn't amplified, overdriven or distorted like on electric guitar. Very few songs, on electric guitar at least, have all strings active throughout the entire song, unless you're playing punk or something. On the electric guitar with a distorted sound, only a slight ringing of the inactive strings may cause your sound to be muddled and undefined. I've seen a lot of guitarists struggle with it, and I've never come across any material that addresses precisely this issue in a defined and effective manner, so I hope this video will be helpful to anyone who's struggling to get a cleaner and more defined tone. Say you play this tone. The G string is the active string. All other strings are inactive, meaning for the purpose of this tone you need them to be quiet. If I kill the active tone, this is what was ringing in the background all along, muddling the tone. This may be used as an effect where you're holding a tone and it fades into the background noise. You can amplify it by tapping or knocking on the body of the guitar. It can be very effective for certain purposes, but most of the time it's not what you want. There are three things you can do to clean up your sound. You can use the side of your pick hand palm to mute all strings above the active string, maybe even mute the active strings, depending on what you're playing and what sound you're aiming for. If you're playing fast, then it won't make any difference that even the active string is a bit muted. You can let the fingers of your pick hand touch the inactive strings, let your middle ring and little finger of your pick hand rest on the strings below the active string, silencing them completely, even while you're picking if it's not too fast. While not picking, let your pick hand thumb rest against the strings above the active string. You will see in my videos here on YouTube that I frequently end on an upstroke and land the thumb on all strings above the active string to silence them effectively and immediately. This is only possible if I'm not playing very fast. If I'm using alternate picking, I will most likely end on a downstroke, but the same move is still possible, only you have to move your thumb and pick above the active string right after picking it and land your thumb on the strings above the active string. Or you can touch the inactive strings with the fingers of your fret hand. If you're playing a tone, say the 12th fret on the G string, with your middle finger may touch the adjacent strings and your other fret hand fingers may touch all the other strings. Which of these methods you can use will vary depending on what you're playing, so get used to them all and apply them wherever possible if you want to clean up your tone. It does take a lot of getting used to, but I think you'll find it's well worth the effort once your tone is cleaner. When recording guitar for album in studio, I also use these fret rabs from Groove Gear, or how you pronounce it. Not that I'm necessarily endorsing that brand, it's just what was available for 7-string guitars at the 4Sound music shop in Copenhagen last time I visited it. So there you are. I hope you can use this information. Anyway, before I sign off here, I want to give my heartfelt thanks to all who support me on Patreon. It means a lot to me. It helps me financially because, honestly, it's a struggle to make it as a musician, even a semi-successful one in today's metal scene. I particularly want to thank Greg Stock, Benny Olsen, Erica Wareski, Joy Costello and Michael Lewandowski for their amazing support. If you have any questions about the issue of clean tone, please put them in the comments below. I answer all questions so long as they are reasonably relevant to the issue. Please like or dislike this video, just don't leave it neutral. And please leave a comment in any case. Tell me if this video was useful to you, if you've had this issue of an unclean tone. Your interaction really helps me so I can improve my future videos, and because YouTube's algorithm suggests videos with high interaction, good or bad. Please consider supporting me on Patreon. If you can, go to patreon.com/Heri Joensen and take a look at how it works. And please follow me on Facebook, where I'm at joensen.here. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and VK, where I'm at Heri Joensen. Google+, where I'm +Heri Joensen. Tumblr, where I'm Heri/Joensen. Snapchat, where I'm Heri Joen. I'm most active on Facebook, but you'll find me on the other platforms as well from time to time. If you need to reach me for some reason, then my Facebook page is the place to do it. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Cheers.